please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Anand Tamboli. I'm founder and director of 3 Studios. It's a innovative technology and media studio.
Okay, so with your extensive and deep experience, can you tell me what your current work focus is?
Yeah, so at 3 Studios, we work in 3 different areas. So one of the areas is innovation, where people come to us with ideas and they want ideas to be realized. So it could be a product to be made, it could be a story to be told in a visual medium, or it could be something else. It could be a new company to be formed. So that is one area of work that we work on. The second is where people need support in terms of media or communication, and we help them craft their message for different mediums, different formats. And the third one is where you have got everything set, but the process or the work you do needs a bit of an improvement, or let's say it needs a makeover. Something needs to be changed in order to have a scale or growth or speed for your work. That's where we chip in from process improvement perspective.
Okay, so the audience of us most consists of tech company founders and tech enthusiasts. So discussing communication would be very helpful. Can you tell me why communication is so important nowadays?
All right. When was it not? In fact, communication is the only reason why humans are different from any other animals, so to speak, right? Because we can speak language that we have devised language, and we speak so many languages. Now, what happens is, specifically to your audience, to the technical founders, or even business people in general, you have a product to sell, you have a product or service, or you're solving somebody's problem. Unless they know you have that, unless they know that you have a product, they're not going to buy it. And even if they know, and if there would be a number of such people who are selling that, you need to know why, the customers needs to know why they should be buying it from you. So there is a constant flow of communication from you to them, and from them to you, to improve your products and services. And if that is not there, a business wouldn't grow, a company wouldn't grow. Eventually, things will stop. So communication is something which is life and blood, as much as it is cash for small business or big businesses. Communication is equally important.
But I have a question, like modern technology and artificial intelligence are making the world better. So why do founders still need to improve their communication skills?
Okay. I may not completely agree that if technology and AI is making the world better, because essentially people who use it have to make it better. You can have the best camera in your hand and you may still take bad pictures. You may have a best computer in hand, and we do, like the smartphones that we hold in our hands are far better in technology than the first lunar module, the first rocket that was sent on moon, right? And still, what do? Not everybody is sending rockets to moon. Some people still scroll on Facebook or TikTok or whatever and waste their time, and then there are some people who build business. So technology by itself is not going to help. The AI is not by itself going to help. How you put those things to practice is going to be the game changer for you.
So, okay, what role do you think communication skills will play in the development of the tech industry over the next few years?
So that, like I said, the communication is important even now. But as we have more and more technology democratized, meaning there was a time when computers were expensive to buy. Not many people would have computers. Now everybody has 2, 3, 4 computers at their home. So technology is becoming cheaper. AI or IoT or any other system is getting so cheaper. So what was the differentiation point at a few years ago? Like, oh, we have faster computers, so we are better. Now everybody has it. So what's the difference between your company and somebody else's company? Nothing from technical standpoint. Well, why should I buy from you and from nobody else? That difference can be coming from various different levels. So one of the level is, do I like you versus do I like somebody else? Do I like you? Do I like to do business with you or somebody else? And that essentially comes down to saying, why should I like you? Why do I like you? Because I like your story, I like your background, I like why you do what you do, I like how you do it. A number of such things. So that's essentially branding in one way, right? Branding is part of communication. Branding is not communication, it's part of it. How you say things, how you come across, how you sell your product, who do you connect with, which audience likes you, which audience says these are not for me. That clear distinction will only come from, not from products, but from how you communicate, what you say and what you do then.
That makes sense. The next question is, what advice do you have for tech company founders who are just starting out when it comes to communication?
Right, I would have told more than communication, but for all the founders, essentially, we have seen time and again, the biggest problem they face, probably in the first year or even a number of years later, is trying to find the product market fit. If that fit doesn't work well, you have challenges in selling, you have challenges in expanding your startup, you have challenges in raising money. Basically, everything becomes a challenge. Why? Because the product and the market that you're trying to cater to or serve, there's no right match. And most of the times, that match doesn't happen because somewhere earlier you failed in communication with your potential customers. Like a lot of times people will tell you what their problem is, but they may not be able to tell you what the solution they want. But most founders I see, and they go and try and survey people asking leading questions. So would you buy this? Do you like this product? How do you like this product versus that product? No, they're not buying your product because they like the product. They want to fix their problem. They want to solve the problem. So unless you understand what is that problem, what challenges they're facing, and what are they trying to achieve. To give you an example, if I were to hang a picture frame on wall, I want to decorate it, I want to hang a picture frame in wall, what would you sell me as a product? Somebody will come and sell me, oh, here's the drill, here's the drill bit, here's the nail, you drill the hole, put a nail, hang your picture frame on wall, right? That's your product. The drill bit and drill. Another company will come and say, okay, don't buy the drill and drill bit, we'll provide a serviceman, he will come and drill it for you, he will also bring a nail with him, so you just pay for our service, hang a picture on the wall. Fine, that's another product. Then there is another company which comes and saying, okay, what are you trying to do? You want to put a picture frame on the wall, that's it. Whether it is drill, whether it's a bit, whether it's a nail, don't bother. You want to achieve something, we'll give you a sticky tape. Maybe we'll give you a Velcro sticker. Put it there on the wall, attach your picture frame. It is removable. That's how you find a new innovative product, because you're not hung up on the drill or a drill bit. You're hung up on what is your customer trying to achieve. Now you can only know what your customer is trying to achieve if you're asking the right question, if you're talking to them like human being, not interviewing them, asking and trying to understand what are they trying to achieve. That's the biggest communication skill which majority of the founders lack. They don't have it and they don't want to admit it. And that's where the problem begins. So for new founders or even the ones who are already there, get better at that communication skill.
Okay, here's the last question for you. In today's global workplace, cross-cultural collaboration is inevitable. What should company founder be aware of regarding cross-cultural communication?
Well, first is to understand what it is, like what does it entail and where does it impact? Because like as simple as if I'm telling a joke, if I'm telling a humorous thing, a person from another culture wouldn't understand it. So the whole thing fails, the communication fails, because the context is different. Where we come from is different. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just that it's different. And we have to understand that difference in order to communicate something. So a lot of times you'll see some of your customers or customers from particular background will not tell you something as openly as you would want to work with your product. They may tell you something different. So unless you understand the context, unless you understand this cross-cultural communication, you won't be able to help them. And that's where you lose a lot of customers. That's where you will not find that connection with the market. And you will essentially will end up just so narrow that your business may not be able to sustain or not able to grow. So in order to grow, you have to expand, which means you have to cover a lot of ground, a lot of people. And when it comes to a lot of people from different backgrounds, you have to understand their background, their culture, where they're coming from, and how to communicate with different cultures.
Yeah, multicultural communication is a big topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for your answer. I believe our audience will learn a lot useful knowledge in this interview video. So thank you again for your time, and I hope you can continue to help us become better communicators next time we meet again.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.